What do Les Paul, Jerry Garcia, and Tony Iommi all have in common? They're all considered guitar gods. But what if a guitarist lost a finger, or two, and still became a legend? The physical demands of the instrument are immense, but for some, a disability becomes a source of innovation, forcing them to find a new way to play, a new way to express themselves, and a new way to write music. Today, we're counting down the top 5 guitarists who proved that a missing finger is no match for talent, determination, and a passion for rock and roll. Number 5. Billy Joe Shaver. Billy Joe Shaver was a prominent figure in the outlaw country music movement, known for his raw and poetic songwriting. Shaver suffered a serious hand injury early in his life while working at a lumber mill, where his right hand got caught in machinery. He lost 2 fingers, but despite this, he taught himself to play the guitar and continued his musical pursuits. His career took off when he moved to Nashville and was hired as a staff writer by Bobby Bare. A significant milestone in his career was the 1973 album Honky Tonk Heroes, which was an entire collection of his songs recorded by Waylon Jennings. While Shaver's own albums didn't always achieve widespread commercial success, his songs were recorded by many famous artists. Some of the hit songs written by Shaver include I'm Just an Old Chunk of Coal, But I'm Gonna Be a Diamond Someday, I've Been to Georgia on a Fast Train, Honky Tonk Heroes, and You Asked Me To.
I'm just an old chunk of coal, but I'm gonna be a diamond.
On a rainy Wednesday morning, that's the day that I was born in that old sharecropper's one-room country shack.
Lovable losers and lower-count losers and honky-tonk heroes like me.
No end to what I do, just because you asked me to.
Having written songs recorded by legendary artists like Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash, and Elvis Presley, Billy Joe Shaver has cemented his legacy as one of America's greatest songwriters. Number 4. Django Reinhardt. Django Reinhardt was a groundbreaking Romany-French jazz guitarist and composer. His career, which spanned from 1928 to 1953, established him as one of the most influential guitarists of all time and a key figure in the creation of gypsy swing, a fusion of American jazz and Romani music. At the age of 18, Reinhardt suffered severe burns in a caravan fire, which left the 4th and 5th fingers of his left hand partially paralyzed. Despite being told he would never play guitar again, he persevered, developing an entirely new and innovative technique. He used his 2 functioning fingers, the index and middle, for his famously fast virtuosic solos, while his 2 injured fingers were for playing chords. Some of his most notable compositions and hits include Nuages, Minor Swing, Jangology, and Tears. Django Reinhardt's resilience to overcome life-changing setbacks would be an inspiration for his worldwide fans and the other musicians on this list. His place in music history is defined by his creation of gypsy swing, or jazz manouche. Number 3. Les Paul. Les Paul was an American jazz, country, and blues guitarist, songwriter, and inventor. He is best known for his pioneering role in developing the solid-body electric guitar, which would become the iconic Gibson Les Paul model. In 1948, Paul suffered a near-fatal car accident that shattered his right arm and elbow. Facing the possibility of amputation, he made the courageous and resourceful decision to have the doctors set his arm at a permanent right angle, just over 90 degrees, so he could continue to cradle and pick his guitar. This allowed him to overcome his injury and continue his prolific musical career, even earning more hit songs with his wife, Mary Ford, after the accident. His hits with Mary Ford include How High the Moon, Via Con Dios, and The World is Waiting for the Sunrise, which showcased his groundbreaking recording techniques and virtuosic playing.
Somewhere there's music. Vaya con Dios, my darling. The world is waiting for the sunrise.
Les Paul holds a dual legacy in music history as both a virtuosic guitarist and a groundbreaking inventor, best known for his pivotal role in developing the solid-body electric guitar, which became the iconic Gibson Les Paul model, a foundational instrument of rock and roll. Number 2. Jerry Garcia. Jerry Garcia was an iconic American musician, best known as the lead guitarist, vocalist, and a principal songwriter for the Grateful Dead, a band that was central to the counterculture movement of the 1960s. His unique improvisational style and soulful playing made him a revered figure among his fans. At the age of 5, Garcia suffered a traumatic accident while chopping wood with his older brother. The incident resulted in him losing the majority of the middle finger on his right hand. Despite this significant injury, Garcia never let it hinder his musical journey. He developed a distinctive and fluid playing style, relying heavily on his thumb, index, and ring fingers to navigate the fretboard. His ability to overcome this physical challenge is a testament to his dedication and genius as a musician. Some of Garcia's most well-known songs include Friend of the Devil, Truckin', Casey Jones, Uncle John's Band, and Touch of Grey.
Take my time, friend of the devil is a friend of mine. You got to mellow slow, it takes time, pick a place to go. It's a buck dancer's choice, my friend. Better take my advice. I will get by.
As a lead guitarist and vocalist for the Grateful Dead, Jerry Garcia was an innovator of improvisational rock, blending elements of folk, blues, jazz, and country into a unique and fluid style. Garcia's missing finger lives on in the tattoos of his fans, the Garcia hand-picked cannabis company, and as a band, called Jerry's Middle Finger. Number 1. Tony Iommi. Tony Iommi is a founding member and the guitarist for Black Sabbath, a band widely credited as a pioneer of heavy metal music. His musical career began in various blues rock bands before forming Earth, which later became Black Sabbath and featured Ozzy Osbourne on vocals, Geezer Butler on bass, and Bill Ward on drums, alongside Iommi on guitar. Iommi's unique, heavily distorted sound and dark, minor-key riffs became the blueprint for the genre. At the age of 17, while working in a factory on his last day, Iommi suffered a devastating injury where a machine severed the tips of the middle and ring fingers on his left hand. Doctors told him he would never play guitar again. However, inspired by the story of jazz guitarist Django Reinhardt, he persevered. He created his own prosthetic fingertips from melted plastic, and he also began using lighter gauge banjo strings and down-tuned his guitar to reduce tension and pain. This adaptation not only allowed him to continue playing, but also directly contributed to the heavy, sludgy sound that would become Black Sabbath's signature and a cornerstone of heavy metal. Some of the most famous songs associated with Iommi and Black Sabbath include Black Sabbath, N.I.B., Paranoid, Iron Man, War Pigs, Sweet Leaf, Wheels of Confusion, Supernaut, Snowblind, and Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath.
Have the power, and of God is struck. Lost in the wheels of confusion.
Tony Iommi holds a unique and foundational place in music history. widely regarded as a key architect of heavy metal. His distinct guitar sound, characterized by heavy, doomy, and low-tuned riffs, became the blueprint for the entire genre. His riff writing and playing have influenced countless guitarists and bands across multiple generations. And that's our list. Each of these guitarists turned a potential career-ending injury into a source of unique musical innovation. Their stories prove that with enough passion and determination, a disability doesn't have to be a limitation. It can be the very thing that makes you a legend. What other guitarists did we miss on our list? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Please like and subscribe for more exciting features on your favorite artists and entertainers. And you can watch this additional informative video from What's the Story right now.